Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the rules, and then go into a little bit about an overview of our discussion, and then jump right into the first section. So we're going to divide you up into groups, and all of the discussions are going to be in small groups, and then each small group will go around the room, and one person will share an insight that your group came up with. The groups are going to be split into rows. That row is kind of small, so you can join this one, and you two should probably join this row as well. So we came to the conclusion that Shipbreaker was a little bit more plot-driven than the other books, and the setting was a big part of that. So we're going to go, we're going to discuss some of the setting of the book and compare it to some other books with similar settings. The first clip we're going to show is of the book Divergent. How many people have read the book or seen the movie? So quite a few. It's set in post-apocalyptic future Chicago, where society has been kind of broken up into these different social classes of like-minded people, and I'm going to show the intro clip that kind of describes everything.
We're lucky to be in the city. They say the war was terrible, that the rest of the world was destroyed. Our founders built a wall to keep us safe, and they divided us into 5 groups, factions, to keep the peace. The smart ones, the ones who value knowledge and logic, are in erudite. They know everything. Amity farming land. They're all about kindness and harmony, always happy. Candor value honesty and order. They tell the truth, even when you wish they would. And then there's Dauntless. They're our protectors, our soldiers, our police. I always thought they were amazing. Brave, fearless, and free. Some people think Dauntless are crazy, which they kind of are. My faction is Abnegation. The others all call us Stiffs. We lead a simple life, selfless, dedicated to helping others. We even feed the factionless, the ones who don't fit in anywhere. Because we're public servants, we're trusted to run the government. My father works alongside our leader, Marcus. It all works. Everyone knows where they belong. Except for me.
Alright, so that was our first clip that we had. Next we're going to look at another story. Most you probably know of a dystopian type universe with from a young adult literature book, and it's The Hunger Games. So we're going to show you a couple of clips from there to help you guys recall the setting. next clip is also from the Hunger Games, and it just shows a little bit different part of the setting.
So now that you've seen it, what do you think about this year's problem?
Alright, so for the first activity we're going to have you guys do, we'll have you get in your groups and kind of just discuss the settings of these various different books or movies, and talk about kind of what the setting does for each story and how it adds to it. But before we do that, I'm going to read you a passage from Shipbreaker to help you remember that setting a little bit. It was on pages 6 and 7. It said, "From the height of the tanker's deck, Bright Sands Beach stretched into the distance, a tarred expanse of sand and puddled seawater, littered with savage bodies of other oil tankers and freighters. Some were completely whole, as if crazy sea captains had simply decided to steer the kilometer-long ships onto the sand and then walked away. Others were flayed and stripped, showing rusty iron girder bones. Holes lay like chunks of levered fish, a conning tower here, a crew quarters there, the brow of an oil tanker pointing straight up to the sky. It was as if the scavenge god had come amongst the ships, slashing and chopping, dicing the huge iron vessels into pieces, and then left the corpses scattered carelessly behind. And wherever the huge ships lay, scavenge gangs like nailers swarmed like flies, chewing away iron, meat, and bones. Far out on the horizon, the oily black of the ocean turned blue, reflecting sky and sun. White caps foamed. The air around Naylor was hazed with the black work of shoreline smelters, but out there, beyond the smoke, he could see sails, the new clipper ships, replacements for the massive coal and oil-burning wrecks that he and his crew worked to destroy all day long. Gold-white sails, carbon fiber hulls, and faster than anything except a maglev train." And then, so if you guys could get in your groups, we have 4 questions here for you guys to discuss. Just pick 1 or 2 of them and talk about them with your group, and then we'll give you guys about 5 minutes, and then once you're done, we will call on each group to give us a little summary of what you guys talked about.